means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Vaughn Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
And he's got his target. That's Moore. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, 70 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They go play action here on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Bobby Wagner's one of the more fluid middle linebackers in the NFL. Able to range deep in coverage. Also able to rush the quarterback both inside and off the edge. And is an absolute tackling machine in the running game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. These 2 teams all tied after 1. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Sheds another. He's got a 1st down past the 30. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 85 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. After the sack on first down, Wilson, that's caught by Hollister. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Myers connects on the PAT. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Here we go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
56, the mock boy, 56. Check.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Switch up.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Well, that's complete to Sanders. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now it's Wilson, letting one go deep for the end zone. DK Metcalf, 28 yards, as they have taken the lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and through by Myers, and they will take a 7-point lead. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now this throw caught left side. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Play action. Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's a gain of 35. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That second down play nets a -4. So that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Throwing now is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Here's Wilson.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I tell you, you know at press conferences when you sign guys like this, he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.